Good morning, welcome back to Home Renovation Experts. Steve here on this very exciting day. Not decorating today, something a bit more outdoorsy. So today is replacing this lovely old decking. You can see it's in fantastic condition. I don't know why they're getting rid of it. Yeah, it's a bit crap. So obviously this stuff is donkey's years old, rotten as a peach. I've nearly fallen through it a couple of times myself. Uneven, it kind of dips in the center, which is not particularly good. But what we're going to be doing is replacing it with composite. So it's going to be the composite joist, composite decking on top as well. So it's going to be a lovely job to do, and it's going to last for a bloody long time. So I've been sort of scouring around and just seeing if anyone's done any videos and this sort of stuff, and there's a few, but I thought this is going to be quite a good one because a lot of people won't know how to do this, because essentially I'm going to rip this all out, yeah, as you would, because you want to put on top of it, get it stripped out, get it in a skip. Then what we're going to do is, the level we're going to work to is at the French doors, okay? Now, as you can see, the garden does slope. I don't know if you can tell very well, but it does slope downwards a little bit. Obviously, you can see the height difference here, as well as a step. So we're going to make sure it stays level with that French door at the back. We're going to come out about 3.3 meters, 3.2 meters, obviously full length, but it's going to be that same level through. So apparently, according to my lovely client, the reason this bit is stepped is because there's a lump of concrete or something down that end. So instead of removing it previously, they just thought, well, we'll just adjust the height of the decking as opposed to keeping it all level. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting this all ripped up, seeing what we're at. So for the base of this one, there's a couple of different ways to go about it. Once this is up, I'll then ping a string line through. I'll show you all this, by the way, and then dig up the soil where I need to get the levels down to where I need to over there. And it'll either be adjustable pedestals we're going to stick it on. It could just be I put down like MOT and then just compact it and then put the joist straight on that. The good thing about composite like decking and like the joist is that it will not rot. It won't bow. It doesn't care. The stuff is bloody brilliant. So you can literally put it straight onto the deck if you need to, straight onto the floor, not onto like soil. You could if you wanted to, but if you're going to do a professional job, you don't. And then, but until I get it up, I don't know exactly what's what. So let's get stripping and see what we find. So I've started up the rip it up process. So you can see this is what we're dealing with. So actually this is great because actually the soil level is basically level with the lower section, which is great. But you can see what I've done is I've actually taken the time to unscrew as many of these as I can. And what that does is, it may sound like a bit of a faff, but it actually makes it slightly quicker because there is no side access on this house. So I've got to go through the house, which means if I can get these boards up pretty much in full lengths, it makes carrying it through less messy and a lot easier. I mean, I've dust sheeted through the entire passageway anyway, but otherwise what you end up with, if you just try and take them up and sort of splinter them up and get the crowbar underneath, you end up like destroying them in tiny little pieces. So in the long run for me, this is going to make it a lot quicker. What didn't make it quicker, or isn't making it quicker, is that whoever done this previous had Allen key screw heads, which is very nice, not Allen key, but you know, the star ones, and they also had Phillips. And also they didn't do it logically. There's like a Phillips next to one of those, and then the next one's a bit different. So you can't see you've got two drill bits on the go trying to figure out which one's which. But go ahead, little spider. So that's what I'm dealing with. But yes, sometimes it's easy just to unzip, and at least that loosens off most of the boards. Some of them I haven't been able to get all the screws out, but a lot of them I have, so they just come straight up now. But where you've got those ones that give you a bit of resistance, crowbar, figure out where the ones are that are still stuck, there's still a screw, whack that underneath, jimmy it up, jobs are good. Happy days. Not gonna lie, it's getting warm out here, but I'm loving it. So this is this section now all up like this. So obviously all the decking boards are down, up, sorry. This now is still there. I've removed all the screws from this section now, so these boards are literally ready to lift, but I won't do this part because working methodically is quite useful until I get this crap up, because it gives me a working platform to kind of walk in. And then I could have just gone sort of ahead and gone, oh, just pull these boards out, and now I've got to carry that and I'm tripping over stuff. So I'll get this stripped out. But here is a good thing about seeing this. This is almost how not to do decking, all right? This thing is shoddy as you fill in the blank. But look, I've got even post creep and everything. That is just completely loose. The whole thing is just awful, awful, horrible workmanship. If you know who you are and who you did this, you should be ashamed of yourself. So that's all right though, because I'm here, so that's all good. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna get this like smacked out. So what I'm gonna do is I will try having a little leverage at some of it, because like I say, it's a bit crappily built. But if I find it's a bit tough, So I'm going to up the ante a little bit. And I'll basically just go through the bits and pieces, zoom straight down it, whip it out, job done. Stick it in the skip, happy days. But so far, even looking now, I'm quite happy with the level. Over here, I can see, well, I don't understand why I did it, but so this is basically just like the old part of the patio, just here. And they told the client that, yeah, we can't really remove it and stuff. So, but as far as I can tell, it's just literally the slabs. I think it's just put on bloody soil. So I'll lift those slabs up and have a look. I mean, I've got my massive, like, dig. You can fill the blank for it as well. So if I need to, if there's loads of like concrete over there, then I'll just like get that smacked out. But not too shabby. So yeah, right. I'll crack on, pull a few more bits out. Righty dokie. So there you go, look. I now have bareness. No old decking, all gone. Well, in a skip. So now the next phase is, as part of ground prep, will be to obviously get these lovely chunks of concrete and put them in a wheelbarrow, wheel them through, chuck them in a skip. So I want all this sheet gone and dusted because my rotary device I'm going to use to like level off the ground will get wedged on all this stuff. So it's not the glamorous part of the job, this, but it's a part of prep work. Do the prep work right, everything else comes together nicely. So I'm going to hook all that up. I'm going to have a look over there, see exactly what I'm dealing with, whether it is just slabs or whether it is like concrete base underneath it or whatever, but I'll get up as well. In the meantime, I'm going to have a quick drink because it is bloody hot outside today. Yeah, that's been a hot day, but a good day. So there you go. The whole space is now cleared out. All the big rubble is now gone. Obviously, the decking's been removed. So what I'll now do tomorrow is I'll get my rotator. I'm going to bash the crap out of this. So basically, just a device that just churns over the soil. So you can see what you get on these big dips, these big peaks and stuff. We'll get rid of that. Then I'll run around and level it off with my massive rake. Oh yeah. Try and even it out a bit, see what the level's kind of doing, and from there I better start to actually build my level and get it nice. Obviously I'm then gonna have to cut out this bit of grass across here, and I'm thinking that once I take the topsoil off, obviously that'll go in a skip, but the rest of the soil, once I kind of remove it, I'll just distribute it because I've got enough depth that I better do that. Once I've kind of got the soil kind of where I need it, kind of leveled off and neat, I've then got a whacker plate hide, which I then vibrate down, knock that all down, so compact it down so it's never going to sink any more than that, and then sort of talking about membranes and then like gravel on top, and then yeah, just see which system I'm going to use. But I'm going to do a few calculations now using my trusty board. I'll show you how to do this in the morning, but I'm going to do that now. Just got a rough idea of like the heights of the pedestals I might be looking at, and then yeah, but apart from that, happy days. So if you like this, don't forget to hit the bell icon, subscribe, all that sort of jazz. Any questions, ping them down below. Apart from that, have a lovely one and tune in tomorrow for day 2.